What if I told you that one of the busiest airports in the United States is hiding something far more sinister than delayed flights and overpriced coffee? That beneath the tarmac of the Denver International Airport lies a labyrinth of secrets, occult symbols, underground bunkers, and the headquarters of the Illuminati. Welcome to the Unknown Archive. Tonight, we'll descend into the shadows of one of the most mysterious airports in the world. A place that conspiracy theorists claim is the heart of a new world order, a command center for global elites, and perhaps a bunker for the end of days. This is not just a story about an airport. This is a descent into the depths of power, secrecy, and the possible staging ground of humanity's final chapter. Buckle up. When construction began on Denver International Airport, or DIA, in 1989, it was supposed to be just another major infrastructure project. But from the very beginning, something felt off. The plans were grandiose, the timelines ambitious, and the budget astronomically high. The airport ended up going over $2 billion over budget, with little explanation for where that money went. It opened 2 years late, despite initial projections that claimed it would be finished swiftly and efficiently. Even more bizarre, multiple contractors were hired for different phases of the construction, only to be abruptly terminated, their blueprints destroyed or confiscated, and new teams brought in with seemingly no continuity. Why all the secrecy? Some believe the answer lies beneath the airport itself. According to whistleblowers and former construction workers, several massive underground structures were completed before any of the airport's visible terminals were even constructed. These weren't small maintenance tunnels. They were sprawling, reinforced chambers, miles of winding corridors, high-capacity bunkers, and a subterranean train system that doesn't appear on any public map. Some described high-tech installations, biometric scanners, and sealed vaults that no one had clearance to enter. But for what purpose? Emergency evacuation centers? Military storage? Or perhaps something much darker? And more importantly, who ordered them? These weren't part of the public plans. They weren't voted on. They weren't needed for a civilian airport. So why do they exist? And as if that wasn't unsettling enough, the airport itself doesn't shy away from its dark reputation. As you walk through DIA, you're greeted not just by departure gates and arrival boards, but by disturbing artwork, cryptic symbols, and unapologetic nods to secret societies. Let's start with the Murals, giant, vivid wall-sized paintings that appear more at home in a dystopian horror novel than an international airport. One shows a gas-masked soldier in a Nazi-like pose, brandishing a saber over lifeless children as the world burns behind him. Another portrays a scorched forest, children mourning, and animals encased in glass boxes as if preserved for some future that no longer exists. The official story? The airport claims these are about peace overcoming violence. But to many observers, they look more like prophecies, grim blueprints of a controlled future, one ravaged by war, genocide, and ecological collapse. Warnings or plans? Then there's the infamous Masonic capstone, prominently featured at the airport's dedication plaque. Etched in granite are the square and compass symbols of the Freemasons, one of the most secretive and powerful fraternal organizations in history. Beneath that, the plaque lists a group called the New World Airport Commission. Try searching for it, it doesn't exist. There is no record of such an organization before or after the plaque appeared. So who are they? Coincidence? Or carefully placed symbolism? And just when you think it couldn't get weirder, look to the horizon. As you drive toward the airport, looming from the earth like a demonic sentinel, a 32-foot tall fiberglass horse rears up on its hind legs. The locals call it Lucifer, a nickname that fits all too well. Its eyes blaze red, even during the day, and its presence is so unnerving that some travelers refuse to pass near it at night. The statue has its own dark legacy. Its creator, artist Luis Jimenez, was killed by the sculpture when a massive section fell on him during its final assembly. Is Lucifer simply art gone wrong? Or something more? Some say it's a dark tribute to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, a warning of pestilence, war, famine, and death. Others believe it's a guardian, a supernatural totem meant to watch over the secrets buried deep beneath the runways and tarmac. Because at DIA, art and architecture are never just decoration. They are messages. You just have to know how to read them. Regardless, the beast doesn't exactly scream, "Welcome to Colorado." Let's get to the core of the theory. According to multiple sources, including former airport workers, DIA sits atop a vast underground complex that spans for miles. The public sees trams, maintenance tunnels, and luggage belts. But below that, concrete bunkers, climate-controlled vaults, self-sustaining biodomes, entire rooms with no recorded purpose. Theories suggest this is a continuity of government facility, meant to shelter the elite in case of nuclear war or biological catastrophe. Others believe it's an Illuminati command center, where world events are planned before they're unleashed. And what about the strange construction symbols found on the floors? Or the barbed wire fences facing inward? Or the supposed soundproof rooms discovered accidentally by workers? This isn't just paranoia. It's a trail of breadcrumbs. Some insiders go even further. They claim the underground levels of DIA aren't just for humans. Rumors persist that the base is used for experiments involving extraterrestrials and reptilian hybrids, creatures allegedly working in tandem with global elites. Abductees and whistleblowers from deep black projects have pointed to DIA as one of the few facilities on Earth where interspecies cooperation is taking place. Wild, yes, but consider this. In 2020, the airport itself leaned into the rumors. A marketing campaign featured posters with phrases like, "What's happening behind this wall? Alien abductions? Illuminati headquarters," mocking the very theories we're discussing. But was it really mockery? Or disclosure disguised as a joke? DIA's location isn't arbitrary. It's precisely aligned along ley lines, ancient energetic grids that conspiracy theorists believe are used by the elite for rituals and communication. Multiple reports over the years have described strange aircraft flying into the airport late at night, unmarked, windowless. Military jets seen refueling on a civilian runway. Radiation signatures around certain areas of the tarmac. And satellite images showing unusually deep shadows beneath certain terminals. Even presidents and high-level politicians have visited the airport unannounced. What interest would they have in a place that's supposedly just about connecting flights? Unless it's much, much more than that. So here's what we know. Denver International Airport was massively overbuilt. Billions of dollars vanished in construction anomalies. A network of tunnels and bunkers exists beneath. The airport is soaked in occult, apocalyptic, and Masonic imagery. There are ties to secret societies, unexplained aircraft, and even aliens. And the airport itself jokes about it all. At what point does coincidence collapse under the weight of evidence? Maybe Denver International Airport isn't just an airport. Maybe it's a staging ground for the world that comes after ours. A future already decided, by powers hidden beneath our feet. They say the best place to hide is in plain sight. And what better place than an airport, where people come and go, never stopping to question what lies beneath. But remember, when the skies go dark and the world starts to fall, the planes at Denver may not be flying out. They may be flying in. This has been the Unknown Archive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious, because the truth is never far from the shadows.